Today is November 4th, 2024, and we're going to be doing something a little different. I've been just a hobby photographer for greater than 40 years or so, and I've had perhaps maybe about 30 or 40 at least different digital cameras, and I find for my use and I find this is the best camera, and this is Olympus C-2100Z model, and this is actually 24 years old. But above all, this camera has some idiosyncrasies, but I think the lens itself, I find that it's an excellent lens. I picked this up on eBay, this particular one, for approximately $50. It has some idiosyncrasies in that it uses an older card, which is called a smart media card. Let me just open this up and we can just take a brief look. And this looks like a small, tiny floppy disk, and the largest size that you can get is actually 128 megabyte, which is the one I use, and this is good enough for almost 150 pictures. So that's hard to come by in a sense that it tends to be a used one. It tends to be around $30 and so on. So if you can, you want to get it with the camera. The other thing that I like is that it uses the AA batteries, but it's very inefficient in that it really eats up battery power pretty quick. So it's very important that in my case that I really recommend that you get a particular rechargeable lithium battery, which I'll link in the description. But this is how you turn it on. There's here, right here. So you just turn it on, and then you get a little noise and a little display up here, and then you can either look through the eyepiece and or the LCD screen. It has a zoom, 10x zoom. And it has what's called the optical stabilizer built in. So it is surprisingly very, very sharp with the handheld if there is a plenty of light in the scenery. So, and despite there is a USB connection to the computer, so you would think that you can just download the photos into the computer. In my case, PuppyLinux, of course, but it won't work. Although the similar model, same year, is C-3000 has exactly the same, and that works fine in the Linux computer. But the thing to do now, I think, is to get the card reader, smart media card reader that I'll link in the description from Amazon. So otherwise, it's a sort of a standard. I did buy it with a rubber lens hood and then a filter that came with it. So here's a built-in flash and so on. 64. So so far I just introduced you to the camera and then talk briefly about batteries and smart card readers. So I'll go ahead and show you the so this is the battery, the lithium rechargeable AA batteries with a charger, and as you can see, it's not that cheap, but for me this is well worth it because it seems to last at least about 2 weeks of daily photo taking sessions that take about 2 hours. So the other issue is the card reader. Just regular other smart media card reader may not work. So this is the one I find that works very well. with a C-2100 smart media card. So this is the one I have, and I'll be in fact using it right now. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and go here, and then I'll go ahead and push the card into the reader, and we'll see it right here. So so I'll click on it, and there's the DCIM. So we're in the card now. So this is, I taken 4 pictures, just test photos. So I'll just go ahead and Control A to grab all of them, Control X to cut, and then I'll put it into my folder, which is in the pictures P4 folder, and then I'll just go ahead and Control V just to put them in there. Now next, so I'm in rocks in the folder I want, and I'm gonna rename it with EXIV2. And the way I do it is I got it on a little bash script, so to type in Josh JO.sh, but basically I'm just gonna rename it to the date and time. So we'll see. And then it's got renamed into the date and time, and I got it also open in my gthumb viewer and the editor. So this is gthumb. I'm in P4, and these are the photos just I taken just a couple minutes ago, just as a test. Okay, and just to go through the basics. So once you're in gthumb, you can just tap on a I key, and it'll give you a lot of information about the camera and the speed. And so here's a C-2100 UZ. It's Olympus optical, and I used ISO setting of 100 and so on. So, and then just to edit it, you just tap on E key, and the gthumb will get you into the edit form. And then let's say we wanna let's say this wasn't completely horizontal, which I think it is. So what you can do is just rotate, and then arrow key left will make it go left, tilt more to the left, and arrow key to the right make it tilt. And then you can accept it, but we're not going to accept it. So, and then let's say I want to make this black and white, so I can just go ahead and grayscale, and then pick brightness and saturation. So this brightness looks good, so accept. And then before I save it, I want to maybe save the original one. So then Control D will save another file exactly the same, but now I can just go ahead and save it, that override the original file. So, and then you notice that it didn't save in black and white, which it should have. But so this is a minor bug in some gthumb. What you need to do is just go to rotate again, and then accept, and then save again. Now it saves it in black and white. So this is more than what you need to know is, but basically you can just go ahead and modify a lot of things. And another thing that I can show you is that go to make this little warmer color, for example. So I clicked it on the warm and accept, and now let's see if it'll save it. It did save it this time. And then it had thumb has a unique feature in that I just tap on G key, and then it opens automatically into the GIMP. And let's say in GIMP, what I tend to use most often is this clone tool. And then let's see, we can just go ahead and zoom in under the picture, control and middle mouse scroll. And let's say I wanna just eliminate this. So distraction. So then what I can do is I can go ahead and make sure that the size of the brush is about, you can go to the open bracket and make it larger and smaller, or you can change the size here, and then let's see, go up, let's say, and then what you can do is just to clone it. We're just gonna clone this area and make this disappear. So control and then left click of the mouse copies it, and then you just wanna copy this down here, and I'm just gonna grab it with my left mouse and go down a little bit, and then we're just gonna do that again, and again. So you get the idea. It's not exactly what I should have made a little bit darker by going over here and then clicking with the left control, and then let's see, it'll look a little better this time. So anyway, that's the idea. That's what I tend to do most often with a GIMP. And then I go to a file and overwrite the original, which is the one that I'm using now. So I just go ahead and overwrite, export, and then we're through with the GIMP. Discard changes. Now it's almost gone. So you can spend a little bit more time to get it perfect, but that's the idea. So we can go to the other photos, and but that's what I generally do. Is 90% of my photo editing is done in GIMP, the G-Thumb, and then you save it, and then you can go back to the major view pane again, and then once you get it all done, and let's say you want to transfer this file into a particular folder, let's see, the ones that I take in 2024, I want to just save this, so I just cut and then go to 2024 and then right click and to paste, and here is the photo. So I know I've gone through very quickly, but these are general steps that I go through to save edit and save a file, photo file.